everyone. Hello. Let me readjust this. How are you guys doing? All right. Sorry for the lateness of this live stream. I was a bit late to announce it and schedule it, but I see that some of you guys already submitted, so we're good. How you guys doing? Oh yeah, it's submitting fast. All right, cool. Good, how about you? I'm good. I'm good. I spent like almost 2 hours this morning chatting with Trev Barnes. We recorded our chat to just put it as a little video on my channel, so it was cool. Like good conversations. So I think it'll be very interesting for you guys to watch and to listen. So I'll try to put that on the channel like in a couple weeks or so. Submitted the wrong track by accident. Okay, which one is the wrong one? I'll delete it. Can't wait to watch. Cool. Glad you guys are excited for that one. The track is submitted by accident actually won second place in Alina's competition. That is so funny. Okay, so which one? The wrong one, unless you want to hear it, is What About Me? Oh, I remember that's the one with the expensive singer, right? Delete file. I'll just delete it so that we keep it fair for everyone. Yeah, now mastered. Nice. Yeah, congrats. Congrats. All right. Is anyone new here in this live? Because I think everyone here is pretty regular, so I don't think I need to remind the rules. If you need to, they're in the description with the link to submit. As always, if you... I'm new, yeah, sure. Ethan, no. All right, well, you have the rules like in the description. Honestly, it's pretty similar. Cover and remix, nope. No cover, no remix. That would be better, please. Only unreleased tracks, you know, 1 track per person, things like that. And yeah, we'll go 5 by 5 as always. I think we'll be a smaller group today, so you probably have a lot of chance to be picked. And yeah, if you like it, put a little plus PLV list, and we put it in the playlist for May. All right. Nice. Looking forward to hearing that one. All right, let's just get started. Let me change the screen. Bam. There you go. All right, so I'm gonna do, I see, yeah, there's a couple. Let me just refresh. We're gonna start by the regular verified users. So we're gonna get Mehar taking us into a journey again. Then we have Ethan. And then who's here? Like, what's your track name? I need 3. Paddle Boy. Then I think I saw Yumoji in the chat. Okay, well, he's not chatting, so... Dunmars Never Thought. Got it. And then it was Mine's Maybe. Maybe. Alright. Add to queue. Sounds good. Alright, let's start with those 5 ones. I might keep it a little bit shorter this today because I am like wiped already. But let's see. Alright. I'm having a lot of trouble with like technical issues today, so hopefully that'll be fine. Can you hear this? Okay.
En la noche oscura te vi bailar, ay, con tus ojos fuego y tu risa cristal. Olé. Mi alma en llamas empezó a arder, ay, es tu amor un sueño que quiero tener. Tus manos suaves mi piel acariciaban, ay, susurros
so good.
dulces, tu voz me enredaban. Vamos, corazón latiendo como un tambor, ay, es tu amor mi vida, mi sol, mi canción. Ay, mi amor, te quiero confesar, olé, este corazón que solo sabe amar. Te propongo juntos caminar, ay, por siempre a tu lado quiero estar. Luz de la luna ilumina tu
Nice.
cara, ay, tus labios en flor que siempre me llaman. Nuestros corazones laten al compás. Vamos, bajo el cielo inmenso este amor jamás. El viento susurra tu nombre en mi oído.
I have nothing to say.
Ay, las estrellas brillan, susurran contigo. Juntos sin miedo al futuro mirar. Ay, es tu amor un pacto que quiero jurar. Ay, mi amor, te quiero confesar, este corazón que solo sabe amar. Te propongo juntos caminar.
I think here it'd be nice to have more vocals.
A tu lado quiero estar.
Wow. This is so good. Every time, this is so good. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't have much to say. The only thing is, at the end, I think especially if you're working with a singer, you can ask her to add more, like, you know, record more doubles, background vocals, harmonies, so that it really feels like the end climax of the song. But otherwise, it's, I mean, everything is well mixed. It's all, like, at its place. Like, it's awesome. Except that I don't have much to say. You know, get that part, but this is just because I like when things are clean. But yeah, no, honestly, it's awesome. There's nothing to say. So yeah, PLV list, I'm guessing. How many songs do you produce per week? Because I feel like you have such an output. It's crazy. Yeah, Yumuji, I know. I just, you know, I'm only asking for the name of the tracks like once every 30 minutes. So it's kind of like when you need to be telling me your name. PLV, blah, blah, blah. No, we'll go with PLV list. It's better. All right. So add to playlist and then we'll move on to the next one. So I think I forgot to rename it, but I think... What was the last one? May 14th, I think. How long have you been producing music? Like, I'm really interested. Like, how long have you been producing? How many tracks do you, like, finish per week? Because, like, that's crazy. All right, let's go to Eaton. Oops. Finished, master about to be released, but this one I'm working on now, still rough. You heard an early version of it last week. I was gonna say, I feel like I've recognized the title. Let's see if you think I'm making any progress or I'm regressing into the darkness. All right.
When I saw the sunset in your eyes, all I wanted was your light in my life.
Was it the one that you had not mixed the vocals or something like this? Was that the one from last week?
As the sun went down and the stars came out, my hopes up to forever that night. But the heavens stole you from me. My grief is the price of living with dreams. Where's the moon?
Vocals are so beautiful. Hi, Vinny.
Stole your star from the sky. Lost too soon. Without you, there is no light in my life. Now as I gaze into the night, I know somewhere a star's burning bright, waiting patiently for me to see the sunrise in a new lover's eye.
I think to me here, this is the time where you should like fill in the frequency spectrum a little bit more, because it feels a bit empty. I feel like there's some like volume balance like differences. So just working on that.
Till then I will search the night for a sign of your everlasting love.
Yeah, I think the vocals are too loud, and the drums as well, like the kick. If you bring that back more to the level of like similar to the instrumental, I think it'll work a little bit better. Not all the same, obviously.
Where's the moon? Stole your star.
Okay, so this is super cool when you enter like the strings, but the strings are too loud. And yeah, the vocals are like very dry as well. So let me write all this while we play it. I think as well, like, yeah, it's just a lot of volume because, like, I had to, like, boost it a lot, like, in my headphones for, like, this part, like, until here. And then this part starts to be, like, way too loud where I have to, like, bring back down my volume levels, like, my sound here. So, yeah. This part is too quiet after it's too loud. So just need to smooth it out. Whoops. Dynamic contrast. And then I'll talk about the rest. Oh, it's choirs on the side. Okay. They're too loud. It's a good addition, but they were too loud. Yeah, it's very magical. I love, like, honestly, like, creatively, I think it's awesome. It's all there. It's really just the mix. Honestly, like, if you just, like, do a good mixing pass, you'll be fine. It's mostly, like, the volume levels, and I think you do need a bit more mid-frequency layers, like more pads or drones or, you know, those ambiances to not take off, you know, to, like, you don't want, like, EDM synth or anything like that, right? But to keep that vibe. But just to, like, fill it up, because right now it does feel empty compared to, like, the voice has quite some power, but the instrumental, like, out except the strings, which helps, it still misses that, like, body. So I think that could improve the track. The volume levels, mixing of the drums as well. The kick was quite strong. And the vocals as well, like, it's very, like, magical and all, so I think you can definitely improve with, like, the reverb, more delay. I think at the end as well, if you're working with a singer, which I think you are, again, like, I think it'd be cool if you can ask the singer to record more tracks, you know, like doubles, backgrounds, harmonies, ad-libs, because I think that would really help in there. Yeah. No EDM, why not? I mean, you can go for EDM, but I don't think that's kind of what you're going for here. You know, to really keep the vibe that you're going for. So that's why I'm saying this. But if you want to, you can experiment with it. I just asked her to re-record. Awesome, cool. Yeah, and then honestly, just, like, really smooth out, like, the overall volume levels, because it's a bit all over the place in terms of, like, I keep having, like, to go up and down on my own volume, so it's not the best for the listener. And then. Yeah, it's a really good beginning. It's just, you know, like, depending on what you go for that song, it might be too long until, you know, to have a minute until, or even like a minute and a half until things really start. But yeah, the track is enormous. Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt it, because it seems like you have a lot of elements, like, you know, those, like, external ARPs or magical elements, but honestly, this is what makes it awesome. So usually when that becomes a mess like this to mix, I just go, like, start from scratch again, and just, like, start with, you know, the vocals, the kick, the bass, then I add the instruments one by one, check the levels, and just go really, like, one by one. Yeah, it's a long process sometimes, but it's worth it. Cool. I need to get organized. Yeah. How many tracks is this one? I'm curious. Are we talking, like, 80 plus? All right, let's go to the next one, which is Paddle Boy. Construction and the element are in the track, need more mixing and mastering. Yeah, around 90. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's usually what I'm at as well, like 90, 100. Not when you're starting out, though. Whoa. Today, there's a black and skies are gray, searching for the right way. Can't let this feeling stay. On the streets and love this little saxophone. In the city, endless nights, hoping for a spark to guide. Okay, this is pretty cool. Trumpet. Yeah. It says it here. Not too fan of this part when it goes only on the left side. I always feel like it's like it gives me, I don't know, it makes me feel like out of balance. But otherwise it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I agree with the kick comment.
Push the devil to the side. Heartbreaks in the night collide. With every step I take with pride. Echoes of a dream I chase. Every corner deep with pride. Echoes of a dream I chase. Every corner different place. In my soul I found the space to keep on.
You know what, Mihar? I was wondering about the reverb on the horns. I was like, I don't know if we should add them or not, but now that you say it, then I agree with it.
In this rain, every step I take with pride.
Yeah.
Echoes of a dream I chase. Every corner different place.
Hello. I think the sub bass that you have is like quite strong too. I would reduce it a little bit. I think the vocals are a little bit lost in the instrumental that you have right now. I feel like they could pop a bit more, maybe with like some more saturation, EQ or something like that. Whoa, that was way too anticlimactic. It's like, I'm not ready for the track to be over here. I think you need to tell me a little bit more that we're arriving at the intro, or continue it and like slowly like, because I feel like it's not resolved. Like I need, I don't know, I need more. Like, I don't know, it was weird. So I would probably try to work on a big, like longer outro. Yeah. It was a bit too abrupt, I think. But let me go back. Yeah, so because like at the beginning there was a few things I wanted to point out. The guitars are super, super muddy, so I think it would be cool to EQ them a little bit more to get some more clarity on the guitars.
Woke up in a haze today. Today, there's a black and skies are gray. Oh, gray. Searching for the
And yeah, the kick is just very, very in the low end, like very like boom, boom. Like I think maybe a different kick, or maybe you boosted the low end too much. Yeah.
way. Can't let this feeling stay. On the streets and neon lights in the city, endless nights.
Yeah, I think maybe also the vocals, you can also like raise them in the volume, or bring the whole instrumental down depending on where you sit in your volume levels in the DAW. But yeah. Yeah, so like very, very good idea, honestly. Very strong idea, just a few refinements, mixing. But super cool. But I think, yeah, I think once you separate the vocals from the instrumental, it's gonna help, because I think her voice is quite in the same frequencies as the guitars and the pianos and everything. So maybe some parallel compression could help to separate those. Maybe boost a little bit, you know, the 1, 2, 4, 5k hertz on the vocals. And I think once you have that separation a bit more, the vocals will help bring this track a little bit more. Yeah. All right. Did I see PLV playlist? Yeah, because that was super cool, right? It's still like super, super cool. Let me add that. Bam. All right, next up. So we had that. We need Dunmars. Dunmars. Never thought. There you go. All right. Okay, I think you can cut this part in half, like to go like faster in the song. I don't think you need it to be that long. And then when you bring in the instruments over here, they need to be way louder because it's like barely hearable right now. I think the vocals can also be louder. Vocals could be louder. And they're mixing, I don't know. Yo, Justin! Hope you have a joke for us today. I like the vibe, honestly. Honestly, I really like the vibe. I think the chords that you have in the piano, you just need to layer with like a bit more pads and drones so that you have more of those mid frequencies to really fill up the frequency spectrum and makes it feel like more full and really creates that whole ambience and like blanket to the song. I think that'll help. And that guitar here that you have, that electronic guitar, it's a pretty cool addition, but it needs to be a little bit more in front, like obviously not competing with the vocals, but I think it's a really nice ear candy, like, what's the name? Counter melody to the vocals, so it needs to be a little bit more in front. And then I think you can probably improve the bass as well to have like a re-sub, you know, to have a bit more of those bass frequencies. But I would be careful to EQ them so that they don't clash with the piano like low notes, which I can hear some rumble in there. But yeah. I think I can hear a little bit of a vocal chop here. This would be great if it would be like really a main element here, like really louder. Because I think it has a pretty cool idea, like creatively, I think it can sound really good. I think right now I'm hearing a lot of things that are like quiet. So I think I can hear like just being like yourself being like shy. But, you know, trust yourself a little bit more and bring those elements forward. Yeah, because I can hear them. They're awesome, but they need to be louder. I think the bass that you have as well here is a little bit too loud. Like that bouncy bass. Bouncy bass is too loud. So yeah, just kind of like balancing all your instrument levels, but like it has a good idea, like it has potential. So I like the vibe. Creatively, it's cool. Like the melodies is really cool. Yeah. Yeah, Umoji is exactly right. Yeah, cool. Keep it up. Keep it up. Send this one again if you are working on it, because I'd like to see the evolution of it. I think that'd be cool. Ooh, someone knows how to get my attention. Andrew, putting a little Eiffel Tower on his profile picture. Very nice, very nice. I saw it instantly. I'm like, ooh, what is that? All right. PLV, just curious, if you were able to have an ability or skill from another producer, what would that be? Playing piano like Kygo, definitely. Because when I see Kygo or like Jonas Blue coming up with their songs, because they have this piano ability, they can go through melodies and chords, like thousands of them in 5 minutes. And so it really is way faster to find the melody that you want to go with or the chord progression that you want to go with. So that's what I would like, to be really, really comfortable at the piano so that I can go faster through ideas, basically. That's a good question. Why is dark spelt with a K? So that is going to be a joke, guys, just so you know. Why is dark spelt with a K? K, dark. Because you can't see in the dark. That's a good one. Thank you, Justin. I love those. Looking like Kygo would be nice too. Kygo is very talented. Yeah, insanely. Yeah. All right, that was funny. Let's move on to the last track of the 5. Justin, that is funny. Yeah, we always have, honestly, it's not a live stream if we don't have a joke from Justin. So I love that. All right, let's go on the last one. Maybe by Helen Lee. Nice to meet you. Hey, would really appreciate some feedback on the production, mix and master. Anything you think would elevate the song? I wrote this song especially expressing my frustration, never having time to do music, especially during uni. I think a lot of us can relate to that. And turning that doubt into passion and productivity. I love that. That is so cool. All right, let's see. Don't be. We're nice in here. Are you singing too? I feel like you are singing. And if it's you, like, the voice is amazing already.
Closer to midnight is when I lose my mind. And then when I wake up, I pretend everything's alright. But then when I close my eyes, all I see is black and white. Is this really my whole life? When will I get to decide?
Love that.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna choose? Do you really win in life? What if there's no wrong or right? I just really wanna know, would you really come and watch the show? It's closer to midnight, few hours sunrise. Maybe I could stop the time. Maybe I do all the things I like. Maybe
Love it.
maybe I could turn the tides. Maybe I could lose my mind all the time and die.
Dude, this is so sick. I mean, obviously I'm gonna comment on like the production, mixing part of it, but the songwriting and the idea of the song, the storytelling is amazing. The rhythm as well of your vocals is super cool. I love it's so catchy. The maybe I like so catchy. So like really like props on that. It's super cool, and that you're singing as well on it. Like that's awesome. So yeah, just wanted to point that out first because I think everyone liked it in the chat. Like yeah, you have a gorgeous voice. Really, really cool. Now let's get into the details to help you out. So I think to me it's more a matter of like making sure that the mix work in like all the elements, because it's like it seems to me honestly that you have all the elements creatively. It's just they need to work well together and to be all balanced together. I'm hearing a lot of like clashing frequencies, things a bit out of their levels. You know, it's just that. So let's get a bit more focus, precise. Oh yeah, I think as well, I can see as well from the chat that I don't think you're feeling super confident about your voice, and I can hear it in the song because it's not as loud as it should be. So I think you need to push your voice like from a few dBs a little bit, because it really needs to pop from the instrumental, and honestly like you can because it's gorgeous. So yeah, vocals could be louder.
Closer to midnight is when I lose my
Not in this part, but after.
Then when I wake up, I pretend a few hours
This part.
sunrise. Maybe I
This part, the vocals could be louder. But I think this part here, they're a bit too loud. So just rebalancing those.
Is this really my whole life? When will I get to decide? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna choose? Do you really win in life? What if there's no wrong or right?
I think the strings here are a little bit too loud. And then in the chorus, this is where things get a little bit out of control. Yeah. I think the drums, like the cinematic drums that you have, could be reduced a little bit and maybe a little bit more EQ in the low end so that it tames the low end a little bit, because it's quite powerful there. Yeah, I think I would just EQ a little bit, because I think, you know, everything is a little bit all over the place. I think it's more, yeah, about EQ in the low end. Low end, like 200, 500 hertz. And I wonder if I like how breathy your voice is, but I feel like if you could add a bit more of that higher frequencies in your voice with like EQ, soothe, or whatever, you could help it to pop from the rest of the instrumental, and I think that would help.
Talk about it all the time. Keep waiting for all the signs. I'm blind when the only one to stop it is me. Shine in the moonlight, I will rise. Turn this darkness into mine. Dreams fall into light.
Yeah, like here I can hear the bass, like, you know, sub and all clashing a little bit with the hits.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna choose? It's closer to midnight, few hours to sunrise. Maybe I could stop.
Yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Like, I hope you finish that one because it's like so good. Yeah, I see a lot of people were asking you for like your Instagram and all. I would love as well. I think I've seen it. I'd love to get in contact with you, to be honest. Let me see. Neon Music. Let me just do that real quick before I forget. Neon, right? Neon Music? Is that you? Is that you? Stop it. Yeah, free publicity. Yes, all right, cool. Sounds good. Yeah, no, that was awesome. I haven't seen PLV playlists because you guys were all like so sick and all, but I'm guessing it all meant that, right? Like that was like so good. Just some, you know, EQing, volume balance, levels, you know, all that stuff, and then you're good, honestly. Wow, what a way to close those 5. Add to playlist. Bam. All right. Cool, we're done with the first 5. So now, favorite time for the OGs, the Boombox video. If you're new here, as you can see, the stream is sponsored and made possible by Boombox, which is the platform we're using to host your tracks, submit your tracks, for me to give you timestamp comments, things like that. But they have much more to collaborate with other artists, even distribute your music. There's AI tools. So let me put a little video to introduce you to all of their new platforms. All of their other features. And I'll be back right after for 5 more tracks.
Replace Dropbox, Google Drive, SoundCloud Pro, Disco, and DistroKid with Boombox, the all-in-one solution for musicians. Store your files, create playlists, request files, and distribute your music from one place at a single price. Access files on the go and stay synced with our mobile app and macOS app. Dive into our AI tools to spark creativity by generating chords and splitting stems. Search for your files by mood, genre, BPM, and key with our AI-powered advanced search. Share and collaborate with time-stamped feedback, password protection, and customized access permissions. Create professional playlists for pitching with analytics to see who's listening. Release your music into the wild with our inbuilt distribution. And request files from clients and collaborators with inboxes. Boombox, the all-in-one platform for musicians.
All right, we're back. So if you like, you know, the Boombox platform and you want to keep using it, you can get like 1 month free with the link that I just pasted in the chat. And if you then want access to more features, more storage and all, for honestly the price of a coffee cup per month, you can get it, and you can get 25% off with the code that I put also in the description. In the chat. I'm losing my English today. But yeah, so let's continue. What do you do if someone steals your song? It happened to me and it got 45k views. How did they steal your song? You mean they stole like the project, the DAW, like the DAW file, or just the idea and they remade it? Like because you shared it during a stream? Like what happened? Oh, and Mehar, yes, please send me the the Chipmunks remix. Like I really wanna hear it and play it. I showed it to my fiance, by the way. He was like laughing. But he said that it was actually really good. So, yeah. Your camera is amazing. Are you talking about me? Like the camera? Here? Like this? Man, I have so much hair. I'm losing so much hair. God. Yeah. I mean, it's not really just like the camera. It's the setup, where I place my lights, what I put in the background, all that stuff. They converted it from YouTube to MP3. He even called it a Martin Garrix track. Well, first of all, if your track was released on YouTube as like a released track, you should have claimed like content ID on that song. And then if you have that, then you can ask to get their videos down. You can ask for a copyright claim. So, yeah, you just got to protect your music when you release it. If it was like uploaded to YouTube. Yeah, that's crazy. Unfortunately, there's people like that. Like, I don't know if it's still there. I'll try to see, but like just a few days ago, I noticed someone released on my own Spotify another song, like claiming he made it with me, whereas it's absolutely not true. Oh yeah, so they were super fast. How do you say? I said to Spotify for Artists that someone had uploaded a song on my profile, and they already taken it down. So super cool. But yeah, people these days, I swear, you really gotta be careful. And like it took me a month to see that they done that on my profile. So I should really pay more attention. But yeah. Have you ever thought of doing a sample flip stream? That would be so sick. You mean a sample flip like because if it's a stream, then it's not like a competition with you guys. It's more just like I take a sample and I flip it and I just record the process through a live stream? Is that what you're saying? We all do it. Oh, you mean like during the live? I don't know how I would organize something like this. I know it's something I used to do a little bit on like my first year on like with the people on Discord, but right now it's just I don't have the bandwidth to organize such events. I'm trying as well, like as I was saying, I'm trying to focus a little bit more on like helping you guys more like with the monetizing your music side of things. So by the way, the new live stream that I said about like reviewing your social media videos, YouTube videos, music offers, music like sample pack landing pages or whatever, I'm going to do that on Saturday for the first time. So yeah. So that'll be the next live. All right, let's do 5 more. I like chatting with you guys. Honestly, like it's the highlight of my Wednesday. It's fun chatting. All right, someone is on top of it. Yeah, tell me your names. Paddleboy, that's a great idea. I've wanted to do that for a video for a very long time, where I make like the beginning of a track or a sample during the video, then you download it, and then after a month you give me like a, I don't know, half a song or whatever, maybe a song, and then I choose a winner and we release like a collaboration track together. That'd be cool. Let me see first if we have more verified users. No, so yeah. So again, as I said, like if you want to get that little start here to be like a verified Boombox user, you'll have like priority feedback, and you have the link in the description to grab that for free for 30 days. So, and even if you go for the paid version, which is like I think $4 or something like this, you would get like 4 priority feedback a month, basically like $1 of feedback. So yeah, send me a message on Instagram, Mehar, to make me think of it, and I will try to add it in my list because I have so many ideas. Don't get me excited. All right, so I've seen which one first? Ooh, it changed. No, Lay in My Arms was the first one I saw. All right. Whoops, sorry. Add to queue. Then after that, I saw, ooh, You'll Be Here Saturday, nice. Elias, Universe, Emoji Sweet Colon, and then I need one more. Bound to Music. Where is it? I don't find you. Buena Vida? I don't find it. Alright, let's just go for 3 right now then. 4, sorry. Lay in My Arms first. Already sent to you, nice. Thank you guys. You're keeping me accountable. Sorry, guess I didn't submit. Oh, then you still have time if you want.
I know you're hurting, you're a broken soul. Outside you're yearning, but inside there's gold. Goddamn, you're perfect, I see it in your eyes. I want you to lay in my arms tonight.
Okay, where are the vocals from? They sound familiar to me. Is anyone else thinking the same, or I'm a bit worried.
I will keep you safe while I hold you tight. I just wanna show you love and your trust and lay.
That's a cover, right? Guess you gotta help me. Like, this is a cover, right? But there's things out of key. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are out of key. The vocals and some of your like instruments are just having different keys. So just make sure that you follow the scale of the vocals. Noel, you didn't tell me your track name. If you don't tell me your track name when I ask for it, I cannot know what song is yours. So you need to tell me your track name so that I can add it. Okay, so I just opened the link and upload. Wouldn't that upload it to my personal vault only? No, because the link that I have for you to submit is to submit in that playlist of mine, like in those files. So, yeah. Yeah. All right, so vocals and instruments are out of key. Oops. Oh, thank you, Stormbreaker. Thank you. Okay, I think it's really cool here. Honestly, it's just the vocals that are out of key, because otherwise the instrumental's pretty cool. But you need to clean the low end. You need to clean the low end by EQing your synth, chords, pads. You know, anything under like 200s, like take it out, really. And I'm not sure I hear really like the bass, so I think you could have like, you could add like a bouncy bass. You could add more of a bouncy bass to really add to this like groovy type of music. I think the kick is like super strong as well, like a bit too loud. Kick is too loud here. So just like make this more as a soft kick. Perfect. It's a verse. I see it in your eyes. I want you to lay in my arms tonight. I will keep you safe while I hold you tight. Honestly, like you have like a lot of potential on this one, but I think on the vocals as well, they need more autotune. No vocal needs more autotune and reverb delay because it feels a bit dry right now. I just wanna show you love it, earn your trust and lay in my arms tonight. I really like that melody, honestly, like the pluck melody that you have is like very tropical. I think it sounds awesome. Just needs to be on key with the vocals. Yeah, it's cool to have like an added ARP that comes inside, like that comes in the end of the last drop, but it's I think it's a bit out of key, and it's a bit too loud. So ARP is too loud. It should be really like a ear candy little like backside element. ARP is too loud and out of key. So yeah, just honestly, you have all the elements. It's just like make sure that everything is in key and sounds like harmonious together, and then just clean with some EQ, volume levels, you know, your kick, maybe add a bass. But yeah, just clean like your chords in this like it's very muddy in like the 200, 500 hertz with the low end as well. Yeah. All right, that's it for this one. All right, let me, so I think I see Noel, Aaron, Future House. I gotcha. Add to queue for the last song. And then we have a little request for Umoji. Sure, let's do that because we're nice. Let's do that. Oh yeah, and I forgot, but thank you, Stormbreaker, for your super chat. Really, really appreciate, and congrats! I got hired as a music composer for a game. Like, that's awesome. Let us know. I'd like to learn, like, how did you get hired for that? I'd love to hear. All right. Okay, I see the idea. The snare is way too loud, but I see the idea. And that sounds sick. And yeah, I just same, like really gotta clean the low end. Like I hear this roar, like it's way too loud. Like the different low end elements that you have are really clashing with each other. So yeah, really clean your low end. But it's a pretty tired up, hope it stays strong. It reminds me a little bit of Spider-Verse from Post Malone. You know, like the main song that he has in Spider-Verse. Sunflower. Because I think it's cool, like the double, like lower voice that you have, but I think it's a little bit too loud. Love the vocals.
Tell me this isn't in vain. Tell me the road has been paved. Tell me my goals ain't insane. Give me, never get. Don't you know your matters yet? Oh, don't talk to me that way. Already threw my pride in the grave. Wait, naughty lies, better play nice. I told you once you better never make me tell you twice. Procrastination, I hate it. It's infesting my cologne and I don't ever wanna taste it or make it up.
Yeah, I think it's super cool. It's just, it feels like the volume levels are a bit out of whack. Like it's like it feels a bit too much almost. So just making sure, like, make sure that like everything sits well together, so that, because like I feel like my ear is struggling to understand what is supposed to be the main element, and it's like I've no idea what I'm listening to in the end. So just kind of like reorganizing this, and then that's it. Because then you have all the elements that you need, really. Yeah, it's super creative. Yeah, like all like the low strings that you have, the low brass hits or whatever. Because like everything is very much in like the mid-low frequencies. So you really got to make sure they all sit well together and don't clash or compete with each other, which right now they do. So I would really try to EQ a little bit more, play more with the volume levels, so that every instrument has their own space. And other than that, you're good. Super cool. All right, before we go to the next one, I have follow-up questions. Stormbreaker, that is super cool. It started with me making a remix of a guitar a character played in the game. So now I want to know, did you publish that remix, like, you know, on social media, like on YouTube or whatever? Like, is that how they found you? Because if so, like, awesome. And please tell me you're paid for it. All right. Yes, it's on YouTube and Spotify. There you go. Shows you what it does if you just start hitting the publish button. You know? This is what it can do for your music career. This is awesome. Are you paid for this project, or is it just like a getting into the industry kind of project? Yes, I'm expecting 200, 600 per track. Dude! Congrats! I am so happy when I hear this. Like, this is what it's about, you know? This is awesome. So happy for you. Just from posting your song, your track. Like, yeah, gotta start something, you know. Mehar, you could do so much as well with everything that you have. Gotta start posting. All right. Okay, so we've done Yumoji. Let's go back to Elias. Can't Stay Sober. I feel like Didn't I hear this one already? I feel like it sounds familiar, the name. Can't Stay Sober. I want to release this on Spotify and music platforms. Just need any pointers, which will help a bunch. All right. All right, sounds good. Basoni! Hello.
Not too proud and let me down. And I couldn't protect. I'd be stuck like this. Said it loud, let me out.
The vocal sounds a bit raspy, or is it just me? Like here it sounds like I don't know, too much auto-tune, or almost like, you know, what you get when you do like AI vocals, like, or like something that is just like too much treatment. So yeah, I don't know, vocals sound raspy over here. Try to smooth that out. Darren, good to see you here. Okay, cool. Yeah, do that. Yeah, honestly, like you can tell there's like that pitch shifter a little bit too much. So yeah, you really gotta fix that because it doesn't sound natural at all. Yeah, like always been wanting to get on this live. Yeah, it's good to see you here. Thank you so much for your amazing feedback. You're welcome. Have fun at the grocery store, Yumoji. Okay, let's see. Okay. This sounds so good. Yeah, this song did not go where I thought it was gonna go. Yeah, that was super cool. But this voice is amazing. I'm guessing this is the voice that you tried to change into like a male lower voice. Because if that's what you did, honestly, just keep the female voice. It works great.
I'd be stuck like this. Not too proud, let me down.
Yeah, let's go back. I think the little drum fills that you have, like that snare thing, is a little bit loud. Snare, drum fills is a bit loud. I don't know exactly which one that goes like every few beats. That one. That one. So I love that part. Piano is awesome. And yeah, like that one-sided hi-hat that you have like super loud on the right side is really distracting. So have another one on the left and bring them back down so that it's more like subtle. The piano is awesome. This part sounds much better. This part sounds much better, like it's much more balanced, and the piano is amazing because I think the synth chords that you have here in the drop are a little bit too loud compared to everything. But this part is really cool. But your sub breeze that you have, like there's a lot of like rumble in the low end, so I would try to clean that again as well. I feel like I'm on repeat with this low end thing today, but that's just part of it. So breeze has a lot of rumble, EQ everything to make sure they all have their own space in the frequency spectrum. This clap, I'm not sure. Or snare. Like, you should have your piano that you had here, like, you should have it here. It shouldn't have disappeared, because it misses, like, that mid-frequency here. Bring back the nice piano. You'll know what that means. Yeah. Alright, cool. Yeah, I think, agreed with Paddle Boy. I think it could be a really cool song. Just need to tweak some things. But great potential, and honestly, the switch was really cool. Alright. My eyes, my ears, and all are starting to, like, fade right now, so I think I'm just gonna do those last two, because I feel like I can't hear anything anymore. Would like to get feedback on production mix master. Was it me or the two elements are not in the right key? Pisoni. Like the drone, ambience, atmos, and the vocal, like chop, like thing, it's not in the right key, right? It's not in the same key. Pisoni, you have a great ear, you'll probably tell me. This thing sounds off to me. Yeah, maybe it's that pitch drift thing. Vocals are clean.
Walking fast, parting ways, barely feels like yesterday. You said hello and now you're gone, and I just don't get why the universe picks who stays and who goes. I don't know. Why does the sun still shine when you're not around? How can I enjoy life when you're gone?
Yeah, I love the snare, but I feel like the kick that you have doesn't match the snare. I feel like the snare is very like acoustic with a lot of reverb, but the kick is like a very soft EDM, you know, synthetic kick. So I feel like it would be making more sense if you choose a kick that matches a little bit more the same style, genre as the snare. That's the only thing I have for it right now.
Take me back to the places we went where we talked about your favorite colors and pets. There's still millions of things didn't get to ask you yet. I don't wanna forget, I don't wanna leave yet in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, it's like the snare is very powerful, but the kick is very not. So it to me, it sounds like they come from two different universes. That's not a pun, but yeah.
Not even a sign, then you're gone. How can I
The only thing overall though is like I feel like there's quite some like muddy frequencies in like your bass chords, and also I was just EQ that to clean it.
I just don't care why the universe picks who stays and who goes. I don't know. Why does the moon still rise when you're not around? How can I enjoy nights when you're gone? Then you're gone, move on. And I just don't care why the universe picks who stays and who goes. I don't know. Why does
I feel like here, I feel like I would like to hear maybe a little bit more drums coming in, you know, a bit more like loops, percussions and all, just to add a little bit more of like, this is the last drop of the song. Because I feel like it stays a bit similar to the first one.
the moon still rise when you're not around?
Like drum fills, maybe crashes, you know, things like that.
When you're gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it feels to me like it doesn't feel like the end climax of the track. Like, I feel like you could go more powerful because, like, with the instrumental to follow the voice. And here, the outro that you have is a bit like, I don't know what word to use, but like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it should be like the climax. But yeah, the outro feels more like, not disappointing, but it's like I feel like it could be a better outro after such a climax drop. Whereas here it feels more like sad. Like it's kind of like just a like fade. Whereas I think you could have something a little bit more interesting in the outro. I think you just need to develop the outro. Develop the idea for the outro further to really like feel like at the end of the song, I'm like, okay, I finished the song. I feel like it's ended. Whereas here, I feel like it's still unresolved. Like it's there still should be something coming. So in terms of like the songwriting, I think you can like develop more the end part. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Pixel world, that is true. I've had this recently where I was like, oh, I think that's like, I can't see anything else to do. And then I did a call with a paddle boy to work on that song because it was a remix for him. And he was like, okay, what about we do this? What about we do this? And I was like, dude, like those were great ideas I just could not think of at this point. And after I was like, wow, thank God I took the time to actually polish the song because now it sounds way better. So, yeah. I think just like a few more like developments in the end and just some mixing stuff will really take it to like that next level that you're looking for to elevate the track. You really need to give us like the vocals are so beautiful, the instrumental as well. You really got to give us that like climax drop at the end. So yeah, good potential there. Which interface are you using? I'm using the Scarlett 2i2 4th Gen by Focusrite right here. All right, Future House. It's been a while we haven't heard Future House. So let's see. The drop is not complete, but would love to know what you think. All right. Okay, this is a no-no. Remove that. Okay, before we start that one, to be fair, you're saying, Mihar, one of my goals is to make a song you'd want to remix. To be fair, Paddle Boy, he submitted a song here in the live stream. I didn't think of like, oh, let me remix the track. But he did message me after saying like, yo, do you want to remix that track? I asked where the vocals were coming from, and I listened to them, and I was like, you know what? I feel inspired, so yeah, send it. And also, it was a good timing because I was done with my tracks, so I had time to do something else. But yeah, so if you have one that you think I would like to remix and work with the vocals, let me know.
I thought the world was ending. I don't even like pretending.
Bye, Neon Hyun. It was super cool to have you here today. Loved your track.
Don't know where the road is turning. It's like my whole world is burning up.
I think this vocals needs a little bit more like clarity, you know, brightness, like high frequencies, because it's quite in the mid frequencies, and that would be cool to like pop it out from the instrumental.
So I'll stay here now. I won't make a sound. I don't know
Love the ARP.
where I'll be when I wake up. So I'll lay here
I like the little FXs you have.
and I'll ask you how things have been while I close my eyes. It's time to throw the dice.
Ooh! Okay. Okay, I love what you're doing when you're like holding the mid like chords frequencies. I think it's a super cool effect, but I think after you've done it twice, you should like give it, you know, because I feel like it's like you're holding it for too long. But it's super cool. Yeah. I think you just need like a little bit more. Maybe a lead. Yeah, I think you just need, as you said, you know, the drop is a bit incomplete. I think you can add a little bit more, you know, drum fills, maybe a lead, maybe another bass layer, you know, just fill up a little bit, because I think like you can fill the frequency spectrum a little bit more. But the idea is really cool. But I think a lead would really help in here to make it complete. My God, can't write anymore. But yeah, all those little things I just said. It has a good potential. Yeah, sounds good. Send it to the next demo feedback. Quaid, thank you for your super chat. I hope I got here soon enough for you to review my track this time. I don't know if you do pub though. Yeah, well, no, because you sent a super chat, so I'm gonna stay, you know, say thank you. All right, so let's do the super chat. Stormbreaker, I didn't know you wanted your track to be reviewed because you didn't tell me the name in your super chat. So, Stormbreaker, Quaid, let me know what are your track's name, and we'll do that before I go. All right. Let me refresh. Sick mix. Sick mix. We will see about that. And then mixing NMSB. You guys really gotta work on your naming conventions. Add to queue. All right. I'll start with Stormbreaker because you were there first. So I'll do yours first. The title is sick, I swear. All right, great start. the low is rumbling. Like the low end, like your low ends really gotta be cleaned because then it's like so really gotta clean that, but otherwise it's cool. I don't think it sounds out of tune to me, but I feel like the guitar could pop a little bit more. Could pop a bit more from the mix with more clarity and high frequencies, you know. Saturation. I think like a supercharger or something could be cool. I love the Atmos, ambience, all that. Bye, Paddle Boy! Ooh, Prog House? Woo! Love that. Yeah, I think it was awesome. Just the leads, I think, could have like maybe a couple more dBs. These could use a bit more volume. Top up a little bit more, and then you're good. Just making sure, but yeah. Oh, so good. Same thing with the low end, your kick and all, it's all clashing. Bye, Mehar. Love the guitars. I think it's the guitars, the electric guitar chords that you have that are clashing with the rest. Oh, the cinematic piano melody, so good. Yep, PLV list, right? PLV list. Can't wait to hear it with a vocal. Right? So you know, this? So good. So good. Yeah, super, super cool. Yeah, so just really gotta clean up that that low end. Guitars, all this could pop a little bit more with more clarity. And then, yeah, I have to agree with Anthony. It's not that the build-up is too quiet. I think it's just the dynamic contrast that you have between your like breaks, verse, build-up, and the drop. Like the drop is like really loud compared to the rest. So I would just like try to like rebalance that a little bit more so that the listener doesn't have to go up and down on their own volume over the whole track, and then you're good. Yeah, overall rebalance volume levels between each section. That's it. Just so that it's more enjoyable for the, but like the drop has like, it's awesome. So yeah, super cool. I'll add that one to the list. What was it? Mixing. Add to playlist. May 14th. All right. Let's do one more before my ears pop. Because I'm so tired. All right. Sick mix. Let's see. It's really quiet.
I'm gonna barf. Oh, it's disgusting. I taste it in the air I breathe. I don't think this is gonna work too well. I tried it all. Was it for nothing? I think it's on its way back up, and baby, I don't wanna force it anymore. I choke and gag when I imagine all the lies you told.
What are those vocals? Where are those vocals from? Like, the lyrics are like... Oh, with Neil. Nice. Okay. The drop's awesome. The drop's super fun, actually. Interesting.
I'm gonna barf. Oh, it's disgusting.
I think to me the vocals are just a little bit too dry. The rest is fine.
Taste it in the air I breathe. I don't think this is gonna work too
But just a tiny bit.
I tried it all. Was it for nothing?
And the pianos that you have here, I'd like them to be a little bit more present in the drop.
I think it's on its way back. All the lies you told. I'd rather have a heart attack or die from a common cold. 'Cause I'm sick and tired of all these games. I never said that I wanna play. Just one prick, my love, you'll be okay. They'll wrap you up in a cute band-aid. Oh, I'm sick and tired of chasing things that never seem to go my way. So let's quit this, darling, A-okay, and I can get back and be ashamed. It's getting worse and worse each passing day. I'm on the operating
Your bass is like really loud here. It's a really cool bass, but it's a bit too loud.
table, but the damage has been done too well. Don't want your offers. How could I ever trust the thing you say? You're too contagious for me, dear, so I don't think that I can say. Anyways, I choke and gag when I imagine all the lies you told. I'd rather have a heart attack or die from a common cold. 'Cause I'm sick and tired of all these games. I never said that I wanna play. Just one prick, my love, you'll be okay. They'll wrap you up in a cute band-aid. Oh, I'm sick and tired of chasing things that never seem to go my way. So let's quit this, darling.
It's a fun one.
And I can get back and be ashamed. Oh, I should be better. Why am I saying
Really cool.
that I'm okay? I think I'm having withdrawals lately. Oh, did I make a mistake? I know that we were doomed from the start.
Yeah, honestly, it has a great groove. I like it.
I'll just take my medication, darling. Everything will be okay, okay. 'Cause I'm sick and tired of all these games. I never said that I wanna play. Just one prick, my love, you'll be okay. They'll wrap you up in a cute band-aid. Oh, I'm sick and tired of chasing things that never seem to go my way. So let's quit this, darling, A-okay, and I can get back and be ashamed. 'Cause I'm sick and tired of all these games. I never said that I wanna play. Just one prick, my love, you'll be okay. They'll wrap you up in a cute band-aid. Oh, I'm sick and tired of chasing things that never seem to go my way. So let's quit this, darling, A-okay, and I can get back and be ashamed. I'm sick.
Yeah, that was super cool. Whoa. Sorry. Oops. There you go. Yeah, no, that's super cool. It has the groove, it has the dynamics and all, like super fun. I think it's just like too dry overall, I think. Honestly, I feel like everything is just a bit too dry. The ear candy guitar that you add as well at the end, it's super cool. You have it in the first drop as well. But I think it's too much in the back and like on the right side. I think if you could have it like in the back, but like a bit more everywhere and with more reverb, I think it would fit a little bit more. But yeah, cool. All right. Reverb is so confusing to me. Yeah, just make sure you keep the same reverb mainly for like all your elements so that it sounds like if it was in the same room. But yeah, all right. I think I'm gonna stop it here because I'm my ears, like, honestly, I need a rest. It's been almost 2 hours, so I feel really tired. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for being on this live with me. Thank you for hanging out, giving feedback. It's always a great time chatting with you. So yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, last word for for our sponsor, Boombox as well. It's thanks to them that we can keep those live streams every week. So thank you to them. And if you want to get 30 days for free to get an idea of what it is and try it, you have a link in the description where you can do that. Otherwise, it's just the price of a coffee cup per month. So yeah. I'll see you guys next week, or if you come to the new live stream that I'm going to do on Saturday, where it's going to be more about the music business, social media growth. So I'm going to be reviewing, like same, you're going to be sending me your like social media, YouTube videos, music offers, music services, like website portfolios, and I'll be reviewing that and give you feedback on that so that you can land like more music clients, more music customers. So I'll do that on Saturday. So if you come to that, I will see you on Saturday. If you only come for the music production feedback, then I will see you next week. Bye.